Video, let's go over some new levels on some stocks that I didn't cover in the previous videos. I'm gonna try to post more content out, so we're gonna go over like Micron in this video. We'll also go over Intel. I want to update Palantir again. We'll also go over like Dell. Haven't updated Dell in a while. We'll go over Vista, VSTS. We'll go over some stocks that actually are crashing down a lot, like the ones as in Charter. We also want to be going over, what was the other name that I forgot? But we'll go over about 10 stocks in the video. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. We'll also go over some hood updates as well. So let's go ahead and start off with Micron. So Micron did make all-time highs today, breaking resistance, doing very good. They already had earnings, by the way. We don't have to worry about earnings for a while to like December. So Micron is doing very good. Micron is at all-time highs, okay? So being that it's at all-time highs, the best thing I would like to do is have some type of pull down in here. Our bigger support is right around 240. And why Micron looks good is because it's very bullish, it's very strengthful. So the pull downs present buying opportunities in here. Once we get that strength back, try to play it back up and to continue to all-time highs. So the next big opportunity on MU would be that pull down. We need a down day, which could be set up next week to get bigger calls and for it to go up past the 230s, 240s, even the 250s. Depending on where we get that pull down at, we'll kind of know more on Micron. But I do like it. I like the strength that it's kind of having. Let's go over Dell. So Dell is getting close to a resistance area. What we're going to do is we're just going to clear the whole chart off Dell. Dell is not at all-time highs. Okay, we haven't broke all-time highs on Dell since about May of 2024. So that is what we're kind of going for on the bigger scale of things. Now, Dell is very close to a bigger resistance area right around 159.95, 160. Once we start breaking that area of resistance, we do have a secondary area of resistance that is big as well, around 172 in that area. But once we start breaking this first one, I think around this area, I'll be looking for some decent call options for that to get to all-time highs. And we're looking for a target of about the 180s, hoping that Dell continues the strength that it's been having. Bigger pull down sometimes, but it seems like it's recovering off this pull down here. We do want to update a newer support on Dell right around 149. So this is something that we'll be watching out for on DEL front to see if we can start pushing from this or not. But that's just kind of what we're looking out for. And then to keep it kind of in the technology space, let's go over, did we go over Cloudflare, another one? I think we did. Let's go over TEM. So TEM, haven't gone over this one in a while either, so let's go over this one. Let's update some levels. You do have some current resistance levels, I would say at about 91.70. You also have some other resistance levels at about 93.85, and then you have a bigger one about 98.10. If we can break all three of those, then I can see it going back to all-time highs. About maybe I'll look for about the 106s, 108s in that range. We'll turn it green for a potential area of target. And then once we break that 98 range, so it has some work to do to kind of break these areas around here. I might be looking out for some potential call options and shares to break around the 108s, 110s. Also be mindful that they have earnings coming on November 4th on Tuesday. So we do want to watch out for that as well. And then your support on TEMS will be right around $88 mark. So we want to watch out for that on TEMS to see if we continue that strength, but it still has to break through some decent resistance levels to really get that strength. And then let's go over PANW. Let's clear the chart on PANW. We're going to put, it is at all-time highs, by the way. It just hit all-time highs today. No real bigger push or strength, but we do have a support around 213.20. No resistance just yet, but we're looking for in this range is a nice down day over pull down, and I think that might lead to getting calls for like a higher price of it continuing up to all-time highs. We have a target of about the 220 range, so we're going to be watching out for that, but we need some type of pull down. A little softness up here, but usually after it runs, it gives us the pull down to entry back up, pull down to entry back up. So we want to be watching out for on PANW as well to see if it can kind of hold that strength or not. Okay, so that's one we're kind of looking out for. Now let's go over Intel for any updates. Intel support level will change around 37.35. We're also going to take off resistance. Yeah, we're going to take off resistance. I'll probably update a resistance over the weekend on Intel. Intel did hit its target price as well, so we'll leave that off. and we're looking out for that. Now let's go to Iren, IREN, keeping it in that technology space. We do have a new support around 5270, and then we have this bigger resistance around 6640. So this will be the key area of resistance that I'll be looking out for to see if Iran wants to continue to higher prices. Looking for it to go up into the 80s because it's very strengthful. It's also at all-time highs, very good pull down. Now we're in that reversal push to see if we really want to push up. So we want the all-time highs, but I would also like it to go up into the 80 mark. So like there's two ways I might look to play it. Shares wise is not bad in this area. If it comes down to break support, lose about 14%, I probably cut it around 10. But on the high side, I'm looking to make about 30. That's a 3-to-1 risk to reward because every play you get in, you want to know how much you're going to lose and so forth. Like today, we did 2 scalps. This is why I tell you guys, make sure you guys join the team. First in that description, we did NVIDIA scalps for about 16%, and then we did Google scalps for about 34%. We literally made all our profit in about one day, and it only took about 10 minutes. That is freedom. These plays took about 10 minutes in the morning. You get to see all that live, and it was literally amazing, right? We were pretty much done for the day, and I haven't looked at the market since besides really making the video and just some other things. But this is what we're looking at for IRN. And again, make sure you join the team first in that description. Updates on that. I also want to update Bull. So Bull new support is right around 1092. We also have like some smaller resistance areas on Bull that I would say we'll put around 1165 on Bull. We want to be watching out for that. So maybe Bull might start to see some reversals in this range, but if the market starts to get heavier and Bull hasn't really pushed up yet, then I don't think we're going to get those big pushes on Bull for now, but it would be very nice. Let me go over 2 energies. In phase is still pretty slow. They do have earnings coming next Tuesday, so hopefully they start to move. And then also, what is it? I can't remember. What is it? Oh, VST. We want to update levels on this one. And then I need to go back. Actually, before we go to VST, let's go to CEG for energy. We want to update this one. So it did hit one of our target areas. The next bigger play, you want to watch out for this resistance around 480. And then we have a support right around 356. So these are our bigger areas. If we start breaking that 480 on CEG, then we're probably going to see some bigger pushes and start seeing some movement up to like the all-time highs and really push above the 400 mark. So that's a potential call option play I'm looking out for. And now let's go back to VST with some more updated levels. You have a resistance around 210, and then you have a support right around 186.65. Very wide range, so I would wait for one of these ranges to break and push through because there's just a lot of slowness in here. No real bigger movements that I see just yet. Very up and down in here, not really directional like this, which makes it a little bit easier to kind of play. So you want to be watching out for that. If we test that resistance, there's like a secondary area of resistance we probably still have to break to really show strength. That's about 214.40. So we have to probably break both of these before we start to see like those all-time highs and try to really push in those motions. So we want to watch out for that closely. Let's go over Boeing's coming to a decent resistance level. Any other stocks you guys want me to go over that you don't see in the video, make sure you comment them down below. Resistance right around 224.12. That's a bigger resistance. If we break that, it might be a potential on Boeing. Also a new support on Boeing right around 213.30s. They do have earnings coming up on Wednesday, so I'm going to be mindful of that on Boeing. And then I also want to update BABA. BABA new support, I would say, is around 168.60. And then resistance, we're going to put it right around 181. So those would be the levels I'll be watching out for BABA. I don't see a play on BABA just yet, but I am looking for a potential reversal on BABA. So that's what we're kind of watching out for on the BABA front. And then if I look at some of y'all's comments, y'all want any updates on Trade Desk? Trade Desk, we're still kind of watching the same areas. That's going to be a big play in the Discord. Make sure you're ready for that. Make sure you join the Discord because that'll be very nice. And also some stocks that are bleeding is Charter. I think Charter is going to be a very good reversal play. It's just not ready yet. We are watching this in the Discord as well. We're waiting for that reversal play to happen. Once it does, I plan on playing it. It's kind of like how we played Whirlpool. I don't talk about Whirlpool a lot, but we are watching it and we are looking to play it. Last time we did a big call option on Whirlpool, we bought calls in this area and Whirlpool literally ripped. Whirlpool did over 300 something percent. I'm looking for that next bigger play on Whirlpool as well to start getting that trajectory on the higher side. So Whirlpool, something we are also looking at. There's a lot of stocks I don't talk about because I can make 20 videos a day. There's so many stocks, but we usually go over those potential plays in the Discord. So make sure you join first in that description. Thank you guys for watching the video. Just some stocks that haven't went over in a while. I did say I was gonna go with Palantir. Palantir starting to break resistance levels. We might get that strength that we've been waiting out for. We will see. And then also another stock was Team that I saw in the comment section. Very bled down. That's good. If you kind of look at the longer trajectory of it, oops, kind of still in that technology space. Very good recovery from 2016 on to 2021. Ever since then, it has not been that good. It's been bouncing around from these bottom areas of about the 140-ishes. So how I would look to play it, I might look for potential shares on it. I think there might be a decent ish type of play on it. They do have earnings coming up around Thursday next week. I would say your bigger support is around 154.65, and then we have your resistance right around 169.15. So this might be a potential area that I'm looking out for. Potential gains that I might look out for is probably going to be around the 60% ish gains with minimal risk of about 15. So it's almost a 3-to-1, 4-to-1 risk to reward that I'll be looking out for on Team. So Discord, remind me on this one. TEAM, remind me of that Discord. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Kind of extra video as I have some time. Just more levels, and always remember, no recommendation of buyers, so anything just for educational purposes only. So do not trade anything you see here in the video. I will catch you guys on the next one. And then how was Sofi? Sofi tested resistance. We might see Sofi at all-time highs too. So yeah, all right.